What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome to day 3 of this event. Sorry I didn't have too much energy on day 1 and day 2, Cali to Alabama. I lost like 2 hours and they haven't let us sleep. So I hope you guys enjoy it today. It's gonna be the crazy day out of all 3, so I'll try to record as much as I can and not talk too much. Alright, so we're staying at a hotel called West Inn or something like that. It's pretty nice. Nothing too crazy. I showed you on day 1 how it looked. But looking back on me, it's like a little downtown. Bunch of restaurants, bars on that side. It's pretty cool. Honestly, I didn't think Alabama looked like this. I'm pretty excited for today. Like I said, we're gonna go on the track. I'll try to record as much as I can and I won't talk as much. That way it's more interesting to you guys than hearing me blabber blah blah blah, you know? So let's get to it.
They're going to be down at autocross with you. You may also see Pierce West at autocross. He's at the far end of the line. He's one of our instructors as well. Then we have Ethan, Kate, Jillian, Lauren, Myra, and Terry. They're some of our assistants. You're going to see their faces throughout the day. Both Jillian and Kate today are also ambassadors, so they'll each be with one of the groups as we go through the day.
Hi, concrete wall.
On a slick surface, now we're getting a chance to experience at higher speed on a dry piece of pavement. And then we'll get a chance to experience some brake hold and then obviously active brake assist at the foam pad over there behind me. But we'll start off with distance pilot distractic, which is our active cruise control. We're going to start off in our left-hand lane here. This is the only group activity, everything else is individual. So as group activity, you'll be following the car in front of you. When the car in front of you starts to roll, you'll pull down on the bottom left-hand cruise control stock. That's the distractic cruise control stock just above your left knee. That'll activate the system and default it to 15 miles per hour. We'll follow in a line together as a group. I'll be able to manage the speed of traffic, so the car is going to try to maintain the gap to the car in front of you, regardless of speed, as long as it's at or below your target speed.
Alright, so on this one, you're doing it as a real life scenario. If a car was stopped and you weren't paying attention, the car should stop there. As it did. Pretty cool. Here's the map.
Hey y'all, he will let you be inside the car. He shows you a lot of stuff on the screen. Now this is actually about a 45% grade going up the hill. The hill assist kicks in right off the bat, keeps you from rolling back. Y'all know how that works, it's been out a long time. What he's doing though is setting the DSR, downhill speed regulation. He's not touching the brake. Okay, so that's about a 55% grade coming down. You better have that seatbelt on, I'm serious. Because right now, as we go down, you're going to see what I mean. That seatbelt basically is holding you in the seat.
What can a GLS 450 do without the off-road package?
It can do some, but remember, in this case, it couldn't do all of it, especially what it's fixing to do now, which is the rocks, because we have anthill from here. This is where the 5,000 wells. This is where the unibody, the 43 different types of metal is on that car. I talked about on my tram yesterday that this is the strongest SUV on the market today. Somebody said, well, prove it. I said, I do it today. What did you say? Keep the cameras going even after it gets up there.
Oh my God.
Oh, that looks cool.
And what's funny is when you're inside the car right now, because you're seeing it, so you know what we're going to do. You go. The people on the inside, it levels you out, so you don't realize you're sticking up in the position. Keep watching though. That stop right there.
Oh.
He can open all of the doors. He could open the lift gate if he wanted to. There would be no
There's no
flex.
like stress on the body.
No flex in the body. once you have flex in the body, most of the time you cannot close the door again. I've seen sunroofs pop out of the car.
Yes.
I've seen windshields crack. Now he's gonna play. He's gonna teeter-totter back and forth on 2 tires. Okay. Now you do feel that.
You couldn't tell.
No, because actually.
How deep is that water?
Well, we keep the water. The water runs anywhere between 18 to 20 inches. We could go deeper, and that's the reason
24
why.
and a half, I think. Was.
Actually, it's 23.6,
Wow.
so you're close. 23.6.
It's pretty much in a little lake.
The new one, I think the new one is 30.
And then I asked someone earlier if he'd ever driven a vehicle upstairs, and he said, well, not sober. But we're going to do it sober, and it's going to be a little bumpy. You may want to hold on for this one. It's like at the rodeo.
Oh, damn.
Bucking Bronco.
This is what the soccer mom needs to know.
The soccer mom? That is so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of get it all straightened out before you get going. Perfect. Check her out, y'all.
What's the grade on that?
Well,
Looks pretty steep.
I'll tell you what, we can find out. Okay, so we want to watch this one right here. Just, well, you know what? It's going to be challenging for her, you guys, without the camera. So 20,
20?
24, 25, 28,
28?
30. It's still going up. I got to give her the camera back. She can't see. It was over 30.
And now we're going downwards?
Yeah, we're going down. So,
That's
you
pretty
know,
cool.
you want to watch kind of the camera because there'll be some rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, it's, you know, pretty easy. So you can take your foot off the brake. Yeah. And put the DSR down. Not off the steering wheel. Oh. Put the DSR, go down. This one? Yeah, the little one. Go down another one. Go to like 2, 3. There you go. Now off the brake, off the gas.
And it
Hold
goes
the
on its
steering
own.
wheel,
No,
hold
hold
the
the steering wheel.
You
The
feel
gas
it
is on
braking?
its own.
You feel it? Scary. Isn't that cool though? Like, it won't let you go over 3. We'll change that camera deal a little bit. It's kind of challenging though. Like this is the best view to just drive with tires, but it's really challenging to try and drive. You know, you got one for the back, and then that's like the full back of the car. Like change everything while you're going, and you know you don't have to stop and adjust. So right here you're gonna make a left and kind of go up that hill real tight, and you'll have a couple spots where you'll want to look at the camera.
That does look pretty tight.
Yeah, so you just kind of take a peek and make sure. And those yellow lines, like as she changes her steering, you guys, that's the projected path she's gonna go. So it's telling her, you know, perfect. Yeah, just kidding. This is when she gets out, y'all. I'm just kidding. So when it's really pouring down rain and all the water actually moves through here pretty good.
Nice.
It'll pretty high sometimes. So. And then here you curve left. So that right there, you guys hear that? That was the Parktronic, right? So you can turn on any kind of safety thing that'll help you get around. Yeah, drive through. See, it's good.
Oh, damn.
See, you can see it. You're doing great. So then you kind of curve to the left here. And then when you get down there, what you want to try to do is put the right tire up.
Can't even see how like
that far straight.
dramatic it is on the camera.
I know, right? If you go like that, you can see it down there.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
That is
if you
crazy.
get a little picture from the side, like the trees.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Alright, so we are at the Barber Motorsports in Alabama. So over there we're going to be doing some crazy stuff. Right here, do some autocross. And we will be messing with some smart cars. Can't see it from here, but we'll be playing around with some little smart cars, seeing how good they turn. So there goes the autocross right now.
2016, not only did the exterior change in the Smart, they gave you 2 transmission options: dual clutch automatic transmission, and for those really sporty individuals, a manual transmission.
Nice.
But we have automatics out here today. You have 80
manual.
horsepower,
80 horsepower, that's what counts.
118 foot-pounds of torque, and we're going to use every single bit of it. Best in world turn circle at 22.8 feet. We got to put it to the test. We have 30-foot circles on each end. With a 22.8 turning circle, you should not have to go in reverse. But if you do put our cars in reverse, you're going to get a 10-second penalty.
Oh man.
So what happens, we break you up into teams. If your team gets the best time throughout the day today, I send you home with the prize. Work together, push each other
let's
on.
win.
And you'll take
All right,
the
let's
prize
go.
home.
Oh, very
But I
nice.
must-
We need to be.
But I must tell you, there's one warning. This is not the Mercedes-Benz that goes in the park when you open the door. You got to make sure you put it in the park, or you're going to see how fast Candace can run today.
It's technically a watch on wheels.
Yes, so just. Oh, you're gonna walk.
Smart
You're
games
gonna
or
walk
what?
fast. You can even dance over there if you got some skills. But if you pop, 10-second penalty.
That's awesome.
Get inside the car, put your seatbelt on. If you fail to put your seatbelt on, full disqualification. Your entire team get your belts on. You're gonna go on the green side of each gate, green side. Orange pointy toes point you in the right direction, but it is the green side. Go inside that circle, turn whichever way you wish. It really doesn't matter. Come back out and go on the green side once again. Each missed gate is a 10-second penalty, but note on the hood of the Smart, you see a solid ball with a tethered tennis ball. If you don't drive smooth, it slings it out. And that is again a 10-second penalty, so go fast or go smooth. Make your stroke left in. Park within the 4 green cones.
Smart games.
See that. He thought it was off.
Here they come, doing the autocross. I'll be there soon right now. Check it out. No lie, this is a lot of fun.
I thought it was burnt oil smell.
Let's get some backfires again.
Yeah.
They'll probably be right here. Ah, yeah. Damn.
Tap those brakes, we'll set you up nicely for this thing.
There we go.
That's awesome.
Entering that bank.
In our scenario here, we're going to use this little road course behind us, and it's more of a handling circuit. So we're going to use it as an opportunity to check and compare and contrast the handling differences between the CL8 and GLA 45 AMG. You guys might be familiar with those vehicles. They're basically the same drivetrain, very similar vehicle in general. The floor band is essentially identical. The suspension is very similar. Drivetrain is the same between the two. But there are some subtle differences in the way they handle it. So what we're going to ask you guys to do is be our test drivers for this event. I want you guys to drive the vehicles, try to drive them the same, so you can compare the two back to back. Everybody's going to get a chance to drive. We'll rotate 3 drivers. I know you guys just finished lunch. You guys have been doing stuff all day. If you're not a real good passenger, you're welcome to drive and step back out to the tent or into the Sprinter if you care.
Measure this. You want your arm, wrist to drape over here. So I'm a little far back. Our control for that's going to be here in the door. I can scoot the seat forward as well as adjust the back there. If I do need to move the steering wheel, there's a tele.
Shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
We're gonna go to race start, drift mode, and then the variable format. All right, real quick because we'll do most of it in the car. So race start is basically launch control. All right, optimizes how we lead the line. The way the car does it now is you do not have that preset, so there's not a specific way to get into it. You have a lot of options. All right, so I can pick any mode I want on dynamic select. I can put any of the 3 ESP modes. I can do it manual, automatic. All right, and I'll show you how to do that when we get in the car. Once you make your decision, you go hard on the brake, full throttle, you're in race start. That's all there is to it. The only mode you can't launch the car in is comfort.
Can you adjust the RPM?
You can change the RPMs by upshifting. Once you engage race start, you upshift to increase, downshift to decrease. About 500 RPMs is max. You got a 5-second window to get it done. Then you have to launch or it kicks you out. So we'll go through that when we get in the car. The drift mode is basically 5 steps to get into drift. All right, so we're gonna do a race start down onto the water, do a little variable formatic, then on the way back I'll show you how to put it into drift. There's 3 things you have to do first, then you ask for drift. and then you engage drift start. It's very simple, but then it's truly a rear-wheel drive car. Then the variable 4MATIC, old technology, the split on the power was 67-33. 67% of the power went to the rear wheels, the rest went to the front. It was fixed, you couldn't do anything about it.
That is awesome.
On the brakes, doesn't feel like it lifts the front wheels, it lifts the nuts. So you see the arrows change. These go predominantly more front wheel drive once it settles in. That's amazing how it works. All right, now I'm gonna go full throttle. First gear, 4MATIC's on. You'll see I can do whatever I want. It straightens this right out. Can't slide the car. So it moves the power around, moves the ABS around, takes power away. I've had it where I've seen one wheel neutral, one wheel full throttle, two wheels braking. It's nuts to watch how it works. All right, drift mode. To get into drift with this, we have to be in race. I always confirm it's in race. You gotta be in race mode. You wanna go to manual mode, and you turn the ESP all the way off. So you have to do those three first. Doesn't matter what order. So I'm off on ESP, manual, and race. Once we're there, you pull both paddles back for about a disengage. It is 100% a rear-wheel drive car. And you'll see with the arrows, all the power is going. So slow down to the water. Hang on a second here. Get it sideways. Now, if I get nice and smooth with the car, so if I stay really smooth on the throttle, see how we pretty much got one arrow. So all it's trying to do now puts all the power to the right rear because it wants to get me going that way. If I chase it a little bit, hang on, I'm going to go the other way. So that, let me get back to my screen here. Cancel. Yeah, we don't want you. So it goes into, hold on a second, screen. Back over to vehicle. There we go, back to our screen. So if I start chasing a little bit more aggressive, you see how the arrows really work. So it kind of shows you what's going on with the differential. We're going to go the other way quick so you can see how quickly it keeps up with me. Hang on, pause, it's going sideways. So pretty cool station wagon, huh? Mm-hmm. This thing is quite the hot rod, that's for sure.
That last one you probably couldn't tell, but at the end it kicked me out of drift. It tells me my training's getting hot, takes me out of manual into automatic.
What'd you guys think of that new E-Class wagon? Words can't describe it, but man, that thing puts you in your seat when they do the launch control. Alright, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed day 1, day 2, and day 3 of this event, because I know I did. Words just can't describe how awesome this was. I just can't describe it. It was awesome. In the comment section below, let me know what was your favorite part. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, so I told you day 3 would have been the best. We went off-roading. What else did we do? We went off-roading. We took autocross. We also checked how good the cars are on parking, on braking, on how good they avoid people if they run in front of a car.